everybody, welcome back to Road to the Regionals, although that's probably not what I should be calling this series at this stage. You know, I'm planning on doing internationals, not just regionals, so Road to the Championships? I don't know what we're calling it. Anyway, welcome back. This is the pre-Liverpool video. Yeah, we're a week out, or less than a week out now. I'm recording this on Sunday. I'm still not 100% sure on what deck I'm going to be running yet. You may have heard me mention in the previous video, I'm thinking about Duraludon VMAX at the moment, Arceus Duraludon VMAX, which is like a very simple way to play. Which honestly, for my first regional, might be the smart play. It's going to do well, I think. It's just such a tough choice, because this is I've mentioned it before, but like this is my very first time I'm actually going to be doing a regional tournament. I've done locals and stuff like that, but I've never competed at this level before, so it doesn't matter what I play. I think I lose to being bad at playing through nerves anyway. But yeah, at the moment, if you've seen the thumbnail, we are kind of between two decks. At the moment, I've got the Regibox built up, I've got Lugia built up, I've got Mew VMAX built up, I've got Lost Box built up, I've got Regidrago, sorry, yeah, well technically, yeah, still Regidrago built up, but Arceus Duraludon built up, and Vikavolt too, so yeah, I've got a lot of options. Like, all 6 of those decks are kind of like ready to go. Then there's a couple of cards that need swapping around, but other than that, they're like very much there and ready. But yeah, I'm still not sure. Right now I'm between Duraludon and Vikavolt. It's weird. I need to do some in-person testing, and the reason I say that is because a lot of my testing I do right now is on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, and a little bit on Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, which isn't as bad as everyone seems to make out. Maybe I'm not using the cards that upset everybody early on. Anyway, yeah, I've been trying them out, and Duraludon VMAX is still very good, but it's very one note, if that makes sense. Like, your path is very simple. You get Arceus down, preferably a Duraludon down. You hope you don't get bossed. If you do, you hope you've got a switch available or an evolution into Arceus. Like, my game plan very much has been Arceus, double turbo, Duraludon on the board. And then when you get to your turn, you evolve Arceus, you try and clear your hand if you can, get a single strike mustard, evolve the Duraludon V, get the single strike mustard down for the other Duraludon VMAX, power up one of the Duraludon, hope your Arceus doesn't get knocked out, then power up the other Duraludon, and then you say to your opponent, come get me, come and get me, which, it's a tactic, but it's very one note. Like, you are purely relying on Big Parasol showing up to stop the Yveltal, you're relying on no path to the peak to stop the special energies happening. If you're playing against a deck that doesn't run special energies, you're hoping you can outlast them. The current deck I run only runs 2 Hyper Potions. I did run a version of this deck, God, 2-3 months ago at the stage, which ran 4 Hyper Potions, which was toxic. It was like, every time any damage was going on, it was like, oh, I'm just gonna I've got a double turbo attached from a previous time, I've got a double turbo now. It's gonna heal all the damage you've just done, plus Crystal Caves. This one's thinner on Hyper Potions, but it's been working, so I'm not too upset about it. It's definitely been like kicking ass in Trading Card Game Live, but that's not difficult. Everyone's running the same deck. Everyone's running Lugia Blissey. So yeah, it's definitely like the simple, easy choice, and there's not much room for messing it up. Vikavolt, on the other hand, is very interesting because even down to like what card you start with completely alters your game plan. If you start with a Crobat, you know, you're probably screwed either way. But if you start with Vikavolt or Aerodactyl, you've got to quickly think, the matchup I'm coming up against, which one of these is going to be more important? Again, I'm talking to someone who's not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I've only really been playing Vikavolt for the last week or so. But there's been so many times where my brain has gone, Vikavolt, get Vikavolt straight into the bed, item lock, problem solved, only to be knocked out by like an Entei from a Lost Box being like powered up really quickly. So I think what I need to do, and I've been doing this, is like analyze a lot more what's going on. And I've been severely underestimating the Aerodactyl as well. One of the big problems I was running into early was like one-shotting an Entei or one-shotting even a Snorlax without spending too many resources. They both have fighting weakness. Like Aerodactyl, even as like a V, has 120 damage that can knock both of them out so easily. What I'm trying to say is Vikavolt requires a lot more thinking, and there's a lot more options for skill, if that makes sense as well. And again, not saying I'm good at all, but one of my favourite tactics at the moment, and I use this to great effect against the Mew VMAX deck, was I started Ditto, and I've gotten to a point now where I'm starting to trust my gut a lot more with like some bit more out there plays, which probably aren't really out there for those who actually play at a regular level, but that's not the point. Like, play the Ditto down and find your Vikavolt or find your Drapion. In this case, it was find the Drapion, discard the Drapion, evolve straight into Ditto, and on turn 1, just go in second, I already knocked out a Mew straight away. And from there, it was really hard for them to recover. Like, they couldn't power up anything quick enough to knock out the Drapion, and I won the game without Drapion ever leaving the active. Now, that's not the way you should be using Ditto in that deck. It's very much a case of, like, bring back Raikou or bring back Drapion. But because I started that way, I thought, well, there's only one way to make this Ditto useful right this second without it taking it, without getting knocked out for no reason. So, yeah, it's stuff like that. I think it's a lot more skill expressive, I think the phrase I've heard, being thrown around is. So, yeah, I think between the two, once I've had some more local play, I think I might have a better decision. Which, it sounds a bit weird, but it's more of a problem because the nice thing about playing online, and that's where a lot of my testing is things are organized as you look through the deck. So, for argument's sake, we'll just say take Starbirth as an example. Find any 2 cards. All your Pokemon are there, all your trainers are there, all your energy is there. It is so quick and easy to count exactly what you have. And again, I'll throw another example. Aerodactyl's another thing. You need 3 pieces to make that work. You need that 1 fighting energy. You need the V-Star. You need the V. It's so easy to just go, yep, okay, they're all there. Perfect. Playing live, when you've got a shuffled deck, you can't reorganize that to get all your energy in one place. And, you have to go, okay, there's a V, and there's a V-Star. I haven't seen a fighting energy. Okay, let's go back for it. There's a fighting energy. And it's so much harder to actually, like, keep track of what you've got. So I think once I've had some more, well, I had any real play, actually, with Vikavolt. I've got the deck finally sorted, which is nice. That'll inform my decision, I think, whether I want to keep it slow and simple with Duraludon or actually look like I potentially know what I'm doing with Vikavolt. Either way, I'm not expecting day 2. I'm just, trying to think what's going to maximize my fun. Because I think the real danger with Duraludon is it gets boring to play. Whereas, like, Vikavolt, you got so many options and so many ways to get around things. I think for that reason, I'm kind of like, you know what? Vikavolt might be the more fun play. So, we'll see. Anyway, on to Liverpool. Our accommodation is all booked and sorted and paid for. I'm sure we'll do a house tour video that will attach to the post Liverpool Regionals, Road to Regionals video. Looks nice. Look forward to it. We're going to be getting there somewhere around 6-7 o'clock, I think. So we've got, a good few hours to get some training done and stuff like that and practice with our decks. Get our deck list submitted because I don't think anyone's done that yet. I think everyone has kind of solidified where they want to go as a base with their decks. So we've got James, also known as Piano Fish, on the stream. He is running Lost Box. If you've watched any of my streams, you've seen him play the deck he is probably going to be taking. Sophie, also known as Lucario, Clario, on stream. Valkyrie, sorry, on stream. That's a PTCGO name. She's looking at a Lugia toolbox kind of deck, which is a bit more interesting than just what a lot of people have played. You always look at some of your friends and you go, that's just mental shit, but then you think, you know what, if they've thought about it, no one else has. This could really throw some cogs into the works. Rogue decks, don't always do badly. I think Murdo, you all know Murdo.
I'm Murdo.
He is going to be running a Arceus toolbox at the moment is the plan. I'm sure when I do the post video, I'll be proven a liar and he's suddenly snuck a Palkia out there for some reason. But yeah, looking forward to it. We're going to be doing, recordings and stuff like that while we're out there. But yeah, this is kind of the video preparing you all for this. Like I said, the plan for the Road to Regionals is do a video before and after. Any news that comes up, we'll try and make it to maybe its own series. I don't know, but yeah, at the moment, I can tell you I haven't made a decision on what deck I'm making. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I'm looking forward to it though. It's going to be my first time in Liverpool. First time I've actually like gone on to any form of holiday in. Jeez, I don't know how long. Like, I don't think I've not stayed in my own home for 3-4 years at this stage. So, more than anything, I'm looking forward to a weekend away from the absolute monsters we actually live with. The cats who are currently asleep, actually. Beans is asleep behind the chair. Neo's asleep on the sofa. They're all snoozing. Because, why would they show how bad they are when I'm talking about it? Other than that, there's not really any other news. Crown Zenith is out. I don't think that's going to make too many changes to the meta. I'm looking forward to doing the first Galarian Gallery tier list video. We haven't got an official confirmation on the English Galarian Gallery yet. There is a speculated Japanese one, which I might use. I don't know. The art's the same either way, and that's what we're judging, so we'll go with that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll be back with more of this next week, I guess. I'll try and get some recorded on the Sunday afternoon whenever we get back. I think that'll be a more interesting video because I don't have too much to talk to you about right now other than what the plans are, and we can show you what they are after the fact. But until the next one, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. All my links are in the description below, and if you want to watch what I'm testing, I'm streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/jestertainment, every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to crying in the next video because I didn't get to make it. Here's one of the cats, here's Morty, because I didn't get very far, 0 and 9 or some shit. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. See ya!